script. Yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the star, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go. Time is a goal. I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. Woo! I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the star, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go.
Tiny next to those two guys.
He is tiny. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to iceHQ in Melbourne for the second game of round 4, where we've got the top of the ladder CCM Reservoir Dogs against the Bruins, and the Bruins will certainly be looking to make amends for their round 1 loss, which was very convincing. It is going to be tough for them tonight. They're missing a few key players in the lineup. And as we welcome to the broadcast, first of all to you, Anton Goss, welcome to the game 2.
Super excited. I mean, we were treated to a really great game in game 1. There was a little bit more intensity, a little bit more physicality. And I think, I'm hoping we see a lot of the same. It'll be interesting to see if the Bruins can match the Dogs. No one's been able to so far this season. But I think after that 8-3 loss in round 1, they'd have a little bit of hunger inside them to try and maybe lay the body on and have a go.
Yeah. So, and also to you, Carl Brewer, welcome to game 2.
Thanks again, Ross. I'm looking forward to this one. We've got a crowd favourite in Jamie Burke, who, when he played in the previous game, when these two teams matched up, was penalised in the last 60 seconds or so and ended up with a 1-match suspension. So Jamie currently leading the competition in goals, points, and the only player so far to have been suspended. Very entertaining player tonight, and we were bound to see some intriguing, I think, hockey when he's on the ice. Yeah. It's always very entertaining.
So what you're saying, Carl, is a start to his season like all seasons, pretty much.
Pretty much, absolutely. So, but you certainly can't complain about entertainment value when Jamie's on the ice. But not to take anything away from him, of course, he's a magnificent hockey player and leading on points. Sorry, not correction, leading on goals at the moment scored.
Yeah.
And when he gets a fast break, you can pretty much put down your glasses. He's going to put it in the net.
And if you look at the lineup right here, you have Matt Corona and Vadim Vajasov with Burke, and unsurprisingly, all three of those guys are up on the top of the point scoring race so far early in the season.
It's a bit of a power line, isn't it? So here we go with the start of the game, and we'll just touch on the mid-season draft for the Dogs. They didn't need to do a lot, and so they didn't. So Ryan Bennett, who just played the puck back into the offensive zone, was the only player the Dogs picked up in the mid-season draft. And the Bruins picked up young Max Estiver. I think we'll be just resorting to Max. As Bennett comes in, takes a shot. The other player that was picked up by the Bruins was Dallin Phillips, but he is not playing tonight. So Jeff Klink started with a fairly heavy slash on Jamie Burke. It could be a bit of a tactical ploy, maybe upset him a little. But I'll just have to let him know if he breaks any of those sticks. Jeff will have to buy them.
Yeah, Jeff can't believe it. He's saying, hold on to your stick a little tighter, Jamie. But that was a fair slash. So high-powered offense, early power play. Let's see what they can do.
Straight back to Burke.
So Burke gets it over to Vajasov on the half wall. Vajasov's going to take that in and get it down to Corona. Jamie Burke's looking. They're going to switch. So there's Corona over to Carpenter, who's also in the top 3 of scoring so far early in the season. Carpenter back over to Burke. Burke's going to look across over to Vajasov. Just can't get it. And there's
Trevor Leo.
Thing to be aware of too, the Bruins do have the best penalty kill percentage of the of all 4 teams in the competition at the moment with 91.8%.
Oh, what a great save, Brian McKenzie.
You can see the discipline of their box defence. They're just holding still while the Dogs circle around trying to create opportunities, but so far unruffled.
So that was Jamie Burke just whistling it wide, and Tommy Powell will send that the length of the way. So I think we said it. That was a great save by Brian McKenzie, who's actually sporting some new pads out here today.
I don't know if any of you saw that, but just as Tommy Powell was skating across, there was a little bit of a stick tap, which resulted in a drop puck as 2 players are heading off. So there's going to be a bit of venom in this game.
Here we go, Jamie Burke. Oh, little chip. Just goes wide of the net. He looks into the middle, gets a Makarana, gets a shot wide. Another work over to Vajasov. Vajasov. Oh, there's a little squirt over to the side. Machin tries to get it out. Carpenter. And the puck then squeezes out to Vadim Vajasov. He tries to step around, but Alex Rose gets in his way, gets the puck. Always uses his speed out of the defensive end, does Alex Rose. As he goes again, Ruddle comes across to meet him. Lays a bit of squeeze on him. Well played.
25 seconds left to go on the penalty.
So some great pressure early on in this power play by the Dogs, but the Bruins have been up to the task. But here's Ruddle over the blue line. Gets it back.
To Ting. Ting over, tries to square it up to Ruddle. Bit of a mishandle there. Ting comes back around, looks to squirt the puck up to Robertson. Robertson over to Bennett. Bennett puts it in. Oh, and a deflection away into the corner. Well done by Dylan Morris. He comes out
the end
hard.
of the penalty.
Nice little hit onto Ruddle. Back in again. Puck in the corner. Fight for the corner. In the corner comes out again. Dylan Morris. Bit of body work on Ruddle again. Ruddle back on the puck. Well done. Ting in with a hard hit. Well done. Nice and physical in that corner, right in front of the supporters who are most vocal in the rink. So they're loving that little spot right now.
That's the Jamie Burke cheer squad there in that corner. So I think it's our equivalent of Bay 13 from the old days of the cricket.
That was a nice little pick out of the air by Pansino, but up into the netting. So we'll have a face-off there. In the
Good to see the Bruins maintaining their penalty kill percentage. They've done a particularly good job with their PKs throughout the competition so far, and showing us why. Very good structured defensive pattern, not getting flustered at all.
Here we go, young Kevin Pengs comes through the middle and chips over the blue line, gets it out, but Dogs send it back out again, so they're going to have to reset through young Jacob Laver. Jacob Laver to Machin. Machin over to Tommy Powell, plays the experience and gets it in deep and gives the forwards something to work with. Puck comes back out again, Kevin Peng, and a nice little flick around the net. Tommy Powell takes his time. Oh, nice little pass across to Jono Bremner, who just hit the iron. Tommy Powell again, looking for that little pass out. And Bruins doing a bit of work here. Jono Bremner again with another shot deflection up high. Nice pressure by the Bruins then on the Dogs. They're making them work for it.
That's for sure. And if it weren't for the post, we'd have our first goal of the game. But Damon Hahn will say that's all he gave him. All I gave him was the post, right? Right, Carl?
If that's all it hits, it's all it counts. You're absolutely right. There's a little bit of more extra black rubber left on the red paint.
Interesting to see that last line. We actually have young Jacob Laver switching from defense to offense tonight, and he's playing on that early line with Powell and Bremner. So let's keep an eye on that.
I'm thinking that the Dogs might be missing Kahu Joyce. Not playing for them tonight. They're going to miss him. He's a good, stable defenseman who makes a lot of opportunities. Without him on the ice, I think they're going to find their breakouts a little bit less structured.
All right, Alex Rose looks across the middle for a pass to, I think that's young Maxime playing his first game tonight, Astiev. We'll have to get the correct pronunciation for his name. And
good aggressive forecheck from him there too. He did a really good job of containing the Dogs.
He's only 17 years of age, and he plays a bit of junior A hockey and getting his chance here in the PHL. So he'll enjoy the opportunity, that's for sure.
So there's Vajasov playing the puck from his
He's
knees.
not quite able to stay on his feet.
And here's Burke. Burke dumps it into the corner, and he'll give chase. Keeps cousin out looking for Vajasov, but that's young Maxime able to pick that up.
Oh, nice little back check by Burke. Comes back onto Cutter. Cutter with a little backhand saucer out of the area. Vadim, this way, that way, every other way. Little backhand over to Bennett. Bennett gets it to Matt Karana. Karana. Oh, nice little inside-outside move.
Because where Burke and Vajasov are the most dangerous is when they break out together and get that fractured play.
Pansino with a shot on Damien Holland, the veteran. So we've got Damien Holland in net tonight for the Dogs. They're missing Dane Davis, who isn't here. So the veteran Damien Holland, who had a terrific first game he played, and for a win, of course. So Trevor Leo takes the puck behind the net, tries to get it out to Mikey Ting. Matchin traps it at the blue line, keeps it in. Pansino, is it Pansino down in that corner? As he tries to get it around to, no, that's Andrew Erzin. Erzin, a little bit of busyness in front of the puck in, making Holland work for it, and then eventually thrown out by Ruddle, and we'll end up with an icing on the Dogs. So they're under a bit of pressure, the Dogs. They haven't sort of felt this in the first 3 games of the season, and they're certainly not from the Bruins in the first game. So it's a different Bruins outfit, although the personnel has only changed by 1.
I think they've come here to play this evening. They're a bit more determined. They were a bit annoyed at the end of the last game against these two teams met, and certainly a bit more passion in what they're trying to do tonight.
Kevin Peng with a nice shot, and Damien Holland just stick and glove. He's done that about 4,455 times in his career. Probably more, actually. But, you know, the Bruins, you know, let's not underestimate who they're missing tonight as well, with Jordan Warren, Josh Walt, Gavin Birchler. There's 3 big outs, and they're holding very well in the first half of the first period here.
But we've got...
Here we go with Dylan Morris as he flies down the left wing, and Troy Robertson at the blue line keeps it in, and Corey Stringer trying to battle for it. Oh, keeps it back again, but Jacob Laver chips it over in deep, and
chase it down. Nice battle there by Laver, and that's going to come all the way down and back out to Alex Rose. So Alex Rose will look up for the pass, trying to get that through to Powell. It just doesn't work, and that'll have to be chased down by young Maxime.
Burke caught offside. Sorry, Otello, not Burke. That was Brian Schumer getting caught there offside. We haven't seen any opportunities yet so far for the Dogs to get that very effective fast break when they come out, when Vajasov and Burke combine for a pass up the middle, which they were so effective with last week against the Snipers.
I just feel like at this stage anyway, and it's early in the game, so it may collapse a bit, but the Bruins seem to be closing the space up on that power line of Vajasov, Burke, and Karana, and just not giving them that back door to which is opening up just here, and with Karana, and that's what they. That's
the
what
fast
happens.
break. That's what happens when you let them out the back door. It's classic Dogs.
Yeah, you asked for it there, Carl, and you got it. Right?
I think Ross put the moz on them there, mate.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Time and time again. They just keep doing it. Every time you let one of them get loose with that break pass, they just go bang and it's away. And one-on-one, they're going to score 80% of the time.
You just got to know. You just got to know as a defenseman, if I've got a black jersey behind me, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
They've got to be in front of you every second of the game. So when Karana started circling, then the last defender had to circle back and make sure that he just kept in front of him and had the ice behind him the whole time.
The danger line on at the moment for the Dogs, Vajasov, Burke, and
Matt Karana.
Karina.
So another point each for those 3, Carl.
Yeah,
so
they're racking them up, that's for sure.
So here's the goal scorer, Karana, deep in the corner, but he's being held on by Peng. Vajasov actually able to get that in the corner against himself, but that now out by the Dogs. So the Dogs taken out with Andrew Erzin, breaking it through, dumped it in. Damien Holland goes chase, but has a better idea. Bruins get it back into the corner, but that only goes as far as Robertson. Robertson back to Carpenter. Carpenter behind his own net, and he's just going to hold it up and look for those forwards to start getting some movement for those passes. So there's Matt Karana. Holds it up. Has a look and gives it up to Burke. And Burke just in over the blue line, but he's offside with Robinson over on the right side. So we'll have a face-off, and over the boards is the big line for the Bruins. We've got Tommy Powell, Jacob Laver, and Jonathan Bremner. And as a captain should, he's leading by example, Carl. He's got 4 points so far for the Bruins this season, 2 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well. You could just see in that last little play when Burke and Vajazov were starting to combine and set up those breaks by just circling up and what's sometimes called cherry picking, but they're so effective at doing it. And they're going to catch the Bruins unaware if they don't really cotton onto it and get onto it quick.
You know, I think when we talk about the Dogs, I think we don't talk enough about the mobility of their defenders either. They just have the ability to skate with the puck and have the vision to make those passes for those streaking forwards. So we're going to have to find a way for any team so far in this league to be able to go out there. And I think it looks like here we have Bremner, who might be going to the box shortly for boarding or cross-training.
Burke's just snuck on in the back, looking for that pass.
Yeah, so Damien Holland off to the bench, so the Dogs have 6. And here's Mikey Ting in his own zone, past the blue line, bring it over to Ruddle. Ruddle knows better. He knows he doesn't want to get them to touch the puck. And Jamie Burke, who came off the bench into the zone.
Over Koenig. I think Alex Koenig, I think it is, coming round behind. No, Jack Carpenter, sorry. Jack Carpenter got the pass from Burke.
So if you're watching that, not quite sure what's happening in that situation, because the Bruins had committed a penalty offence, the Dogs could drop their goalie and bring it up to 6 players because it's almost impossible for them to be scored against. So there are the occasion when it can happen. There was an incident in the NHL a few weeks ago when one of the Caps passed back to a non-existent player and scored an own goal, which is about the only way you can be scored against in that penalty situation. So that's why the Dogs dropped their goalie.
Yeah.
Gave themselves 6 on, which gave Jamie Burke that opportunity to hover around and try and steal the puck.
Here comes the Dogs power play. They were good on the first one, but weren't able to get a goal. So Vajazov on the half wall takes a look, just a little toe drag back into the corner and gets it back to Matt Corona. Matt Corona has a look, curls back. Jamie Burke's looking for it on the point, but Matt Corona is going to send it down to Vajazov.
Look at Jack Carpenter lurking here out on that on the Nathan McKinnon spot or the Ovechkin spot. Now Vajazov comes over to it. Across the middle of Trevor Leo and
Bruins penalty kill always well structured. They just don't get flustered.
Yeah, but I think the advantage that the Dogs have right now is just their movement. There's a different player in every corner as they go, and that movement makes it hard to track. So they need to be structured if the Bruins are going to.
Nice little work by Burke. Gets it down to Karana in the corner. He comes out a little bit to the hash marks, goes back to Burke. They cycle around. Burke has a look for Karana. Goes back out to Trevor Leo. Trevor Leo over to Vajazov. Vajazov moves around back over to Trevor Leo, but it comes out of the zone. So the Bruins are just not overcommitting this week. It's good that they're just keeping a box formation, and Trevor Leo steps over to Vajazov. Vajazov stops at the hash marks. Back to Karana. No, back out. Misses between Karana and Carpenter.
Bruins with a chance to change and freshen up their legs on that penalty kill, which is so effective. They're just not giving the, say again, he goes Vajazov, manages to sneak his way through, but...
Great save there by McKenzie.
Close, clear. Burke, backhand, fumbles in front.
Scores.
Oh, scores!
So that's done the Bruins' PK percentage, unfortunately, but you can see just from watching that how effective it is when it was saying structured. It was just they let Vajazov sneak in on the side, and they just broke down their structure, and then the goal happened.
Yeah. So that was Corey Stringer bumping in the rebound there, short side. The puck kind of just bobbled, no one knew where it was, and Johnny on the spot. Corey Stringer puts in his, I believe, second goal of the season now for the PHL. So we've got another goal for the Dogs, 2-0. And we're back underway with Bennett there on the corner in the neutral zone. Gets it up to Schuma. Brian Schuma gets it deep, but only as far as Maxim, and he's going to bounce that back up on his forward. And here we have, we've got another penalty for young Maxim Astaviev, and the Dogs are going to go back on the power play, and this is not what the Bruins would be hoping for, Carl.
No, definitely not. They're going to have to get that power play back in place and maintain their discipline and not let the Dogs sneak around behind them.
Yeah, so here Corey Stringer being rewarded for his goal. He's out on the first power play here with Tashuma, Robinson, Mikey Ting. Oh, great shot there. But the Bruins get it deep.
So this is where it can be a bit dangerous when a team on the penalty kill overextends on a forecheck because they think they might be able to sneak a sneaky short-handed goal. That's often when their defensive pattern breaks down.
So Byron Schumann now on the left wing, stretching down to the corner, brings it back out to Corey Stringer. Corey Stringer, nice little move around Erzen, but not enough to get in. Schumer back to Stringer, Stringer back to Schumer. Schumer looking across through the slot, takes the shot, well blocked by Matchin. Back to Schumer again. Schumer will, looks up high, but goes down to Bennett. Bennett back out to Schumer. Gets the hit, Schumer. Oh, nice little play in front there. Dylan Morris just couldn't quite shove it in. He's got the puck. He'll probably have a look behind for Schumer. He does. Schumer goes back out. Good stick by Peng, but Troy Robertson goes in front of the net. Oh, nice save. Well kept in by Stringer, but nice little stick by. So who's that on the stretch there? Matt Nickerton. But just doesn't quite have the speed. Dylan Morris comes down through Jacob Laver. Gets to a backhand. Well done by Jacob Laver. Throws it back out again. And that'll buy him a bit of time. About 30 seconds coming up on the remaining on the penalty.
And 10 seconds left in the game. So there'll be one last chance here for...
in the period.
For breaking period, sorry. Yeah, you're right. A shot on.
And the shot on actually comes from the Bruins from behind the blue line. You never know. Sometimes those goals go in. The goalies can get a bit complacent on a power play. Yeah,
bounce off a puck. But that is the end of the first period. So the CCM Dogs 2-0, not having it. They're all their own way. We'll be back in a minute.
I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. Woo! I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go, time is a goal.
All right, put us back, Ryan. All right, here we go. We're back for the second period of the second game of the night, with the CCM Dogs up 2-0, and they've got a power play for about 15 seconds, and Trevor Leo takes the puck and brings it back out to Ryan Ruddle. Ruddle looks out to Jack Carpenter. He'll look across to Mikey Ting, and Ting just sort of gets a little fumble on it, but comes across to Koenig. Koenig back to Ting, to Leo, back to full strength. So Carpenter steps over. Nice little pass across to Ruddle. Ruddle gets a shot on, and McKenzie just closes that one up. Well done to Brian McKenzie on that one.
And the Bruins PK up to the task on that occasion. When they keep it structured, they look good, but it's on those fast breaks that the Dogs are so dangerous, which is what they've shown game after game.
That's for sure, Carl. But as good as your PK can be, you also need some offense to win a game, and they need two just to tie it. So the Bruins will be hoping they'll be able to get some offense and hopefully get some goals from some of the more depth players on the team. Because so far it's really just been Powell and Warren that have been able to put the puck in the net.
Yeah, so Kevin was that Machin? No, Kevin Peng throwing the puck up to Todd Cutter. Todd Cutter gets a shot on Holland. Turns it away. Jack Carpenter comes in and squeezes it out to Vajasov on the boards. Little chip across to Karana. He's got speed. He comes up onto Peng, but he drops back to Vajasov. Vajasov to Burke and looks inside, but well cut off by the Bruins. Karana goes over to Burke. Burke to back again to Leo. Leo with a shot on, well defended. It's the quick puck movement of the Dogs that'll catch the Bruins out. But here comes Vajasov again, steps in a little backhand, goes behind the net, and the Bruins get back out to Kristen Pansino. Pansino gets a little trip over, and if you don't make contact with the puck and you haven't got control of the puck, it's going to be a penalty every time. So surprise, surprise, Jamie Burke contesting that he didn't do anything.
Oh, he wanted a 2-minute rest.
Yeah, I think Jamie's trying to say that he got the body, but Buddy's saying, no, you tripped him. You're going to sit 2 minutes, and maybe this is the chance that the Bruins need to get back in this game. So that's Laver getting the puck down to Powell. Powell on the half wall, back up to Young Maxon, who gets it over to Alex Rose. Alex Rose looks down for Bremner, but a nice stick there by Corey Stringer, but that's going to go down back behind the net to Powell. Powell behind the net, looking for a play, gets that up over to the half wall, and that's Maxim getting it in front, but that will be Ryan Bennett who'll get that out to Stringer, but nope, just pass him to Alex Rose, and that'll go out over the bench and into the netting, and we'll have a face-off just in front of the Dogs bench.
So what we've seen so far with the Bruins shots on goal, they're actually not doing too bad. They've had about 8 shots on, but they've all been from, as I'm sure you love as a goalie, Anton, those very hard angles. Whereas the Bruins have, the Dogs, I say, have had better choices.
Yeah, pretty similar to what we saw in the game before early on, where Mikey James saw lots of shots from the outside. But here comes the Dogs, but Damian Holland puts down the catcher mitt and covers it up, and we'll have a face-off to his left. That was young Jacob Laver breaking through for that opportunity.
They are starting to put some pressure on now, the Bruins, which is good to see. It's going to be a bit of a contest.
Yeah, making use of that one-man advantage for sure. So here's Todd Cutter taking the face against Matt Corona.
What we're seeing from the Dogs is a much more aggressive penalty kill than we were seeing from the Bruins, but it does also mean there's a bit more risk involved in it.
Yeah, and
So Karana just taking it off Kevin Peng there and looking over to Schumer. And
it looks like the Bruins are playing one man short. They should have 5, and there's only 4 out there on the ice. So Todd Cutter hops off the board, and now we're back to 5. No, still on 4.
No, there's still 4.
18 seconds to go on the 4-on-4 penalty.
4-on-4 penalty.
Not quite sure what they're doing there.
With no one sitting in the box.
Yeah. Anyway.
Someone's asleep.
Yeah,
there
we go.
There we go.
Worked it out.
Got their attention. So
Andrew Erzon jumps on the net as Jamie Burke jumps out of the box. So perhaps they were just going to be fair and they didn't think it was a penalty.
Oh, great save by McKenzie. But there's Brian Shishuma there in the corner, so he'll get that behind the net. And that's Carpenter out in front. And, that's an own, that's an own goal.
One of those horrible little dribbling things that the defenseman is going to be watching those replays for a very long time, thinking, oh no, I can't believe I just did that.
Kevin Peng scores. I mean, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to give it to McKenzie to cover it, but you got to make sure your goalie knows what you're doing on that. And not that the Dogs need help scoring, but this is one Kevin Peng.
It's one of those very unfortunate incidents. We've all done it at some point or other in our time on the ice.
Yeah.
And it's horribly embarrassing.
I can see the dejected look on Brian's face. You never like that going in. Not his fault, but still not nice.
It's not the team that needed the help, that's for sure. I don't think the Dogs
lack of
needed that goal.
communication.
For sure. So here we go. Dane Davis getting it over to Carpenter. Carpenter gets that up on the wing to Alex Koenig, and that's coming back over to Carpenter. So Carpenter, again, off the boards, who received that from Rebel. The Bruins able to get that down onto Damian Holland, and that was Isaac Norris just floating one in on the goaltender.
Damien freezes it up for a face-off, just slowing things down a little bit. It's a structured play, a good one for the Dogs to break out of quickly.
So Mikey Ting took the face-off. And here's the Dogs. So Mikey Ting's going to rush in on that, but a great little poke check there by young Maxim. Over to Andrew Erzin on the point, but Mikey Ting picks it up on his own blue line, dumps it down, but only as far as young Maxim.
Well, Maxim's showing some pretty good composure for a young man. He's a 17-year-old Russian. Very new to us here, but Showing some pretty good composure in defence.
So there was Ruddle giving it over to Carpenter. Carpenter over the blue line, drops it to Ruddle, who gets it down to Ting. Ting across, over to Carpenter. Carpenter with the shot. Oh, and just wide, but it kicks out in front. There's Ruddle with the shot. Oh, and not able to get that on target. And there's that young Maxon able to beat it off, and McKenzie will cover up for a face-off there to the left-hand side. And there's the captain, Tommy Powell, just going up to Brian McKenzie and saying, great save, don't worry about it. And I could see the smile from McKenzie. He said, okay, it's all right. Still plenty of hockey left in this one. Go score me a goal.
All right, so let's see now if the Bruins can keep this pressure up on the Dogs as Tommy Powell just gets in behind there with...
Jamie Burke
nice
just
little...
fans on one there. He was sitting unmarked in a very
here
dangerous
we go,
spot.
here we go.
Counter attack.
Off to the races. Onto the left side, he puts it into Bremner. Bremner, a little dribble shot, but Holland turns it away. And we go into the corner with Karana, and now the Dogs trying to get it out. Tommy Powell with experience. Brings it out to Bremner. Bremner with a shot and saved by Holland. He was unmarked. And the veteran Damien Holland up to the task. You see here had just positioning from Damien Holland there was the key. He just knew exactly where he needed to be to shut down any opportunity for John O'Bremner, and Damien Holland makes the save.
It's a good enterprise there from the Bruins. An excellent passage of play.
They'll certainly they'll be buoyed by their work rate at the moment, and some of the opportunities that they are getting. So the Dogs come out through Burke to Vajasov. Vajasov stepping around. He's got Machin in front of him, but he puts the anchors on, goes to spin around again. Good squeeze by Machin on the boards. He fights well for the puck and gives his team a chance to get it out, and they do. Oh, stick comes under, not seen by the ref. Oh, and he throws a slash Pansino, who, if you don't get the call, I don't think you...
There's Jamie Burke, just a couple little pushes to Klink, having a few words. So what do we have here?
Yeah, Vadim Vajasov just, it was an accidental, but the stick just got him under the chin. Might have copped him on the nose a little by the look, but it wasn't seen by Buddy. But that's, you just got to cop that. But then Pansino decided to throw just a little one-handed slash over onto the Dogs player. So he gets the retaliation penalty, which always hurts a lot more.
So the Bruins now, they see if they can settle down that penalty kill. Not get too ambitious, but here we go. We've got a nice escape.
Andrew Erzin in. Oh, but great save by Holland.
Now they're in danger because they've committed a lot on this power play, on this penalty kill.
Rose is able to keep that on the line and get it into the corner, kill off a few seconds. But here's Vajasov, and he's just going to swoop it back and get a little space and give time for Jamie Burke and Matt Crunna to get into the offensive zone. So here's Vajasov taking it down down into the corner, curling behind the net. Fake pass to Burke, and he'll bring that back to Carpenter. Carpenter back to Vajasov. Vajasov drops it for Carpenter. Carpenter walks the line. Little fake shot down to Burke. Burke there on the half wall. Tries to get it down to Vajasov, but no luck. And the Bruins get it out, and that is Andrew Erzin trying to picks it up there. Andrew Erzin over to Nikitin. Nikitin down to Erzin. Erzin in front, Nikitin. Oh, and that was a great little move by Karana, and Karana's going to feed that up to Burke.
There's a danger on that overcommitted penalty kill when they sent 4 of their players down, but Burke not quite able to deal with it, caught just offside.
Yeah, and Powell was open there for the stretch pass, but just telegraphed by Rose, and Dogs able to get it. And so there's Stringer down in the corner, in the front to Robinson. Stringer back on the half wall, gets it back to Bennett, the new recruit. Bennett passes it over to Robinson, walks across the line, little shot in and wide. Stringer back in the corner, settles it down.
And 20 seconds to go on the
back
penalty.
Back to Bennett. Bennett in. Nice little save there by McKenzie. Back to Stringer. Stringer in the corner, back and just too far and out of the reach of Ryan Bennett to kill off a few more seconds of the Bruins penalty.
Well, looks like they'll kill it off again as Bennett brings it out with a stretch pass to Schumer. Schumer looks across to Troy Robertson. Troy puts it up into the over the neutral zone. Corey Stringer steps in, A little bit of a dangle around the Bruins defender, but not effective enough. So the Bruins now looking to bring it out. They get it out into the neutral zone. Troy Robinson takes possession, gets it to Dylan Morris. Don't quite handle it as Kevin Peng goes down into the corner and has a fight for the puck and squirts out the back. The Bruins with a little bit of control there as Machin brings it over the middle. And Nickerton with a shot, a rebound out, loose puck, hit out by Koenig for the Dogs to clear the air. And the puck rolls all the way back and it is being called off clear. Kevin Peng picks up the loose puck and looks over to Machin. Machin with a pass up the middle to Jono Bremner. Jono Bremner steps over the centre into the offensive zone, takes a shot. Well, nice, saved by Holland. The leg save out. Cut in by Kevin Peng, who keeps the puck into the offensive end for the Bruins, but now it's out. Koenig with a bit of speed, but well played by Pansino. Ting gets onto a loose puck, steps in, little chip shot, but that misses. And the bit of a scramble again. Out to the middle, Ruddle. Ruddle with just a little fluffy shot that Brian McKenzie will take every night of the week.
And some good enterprising play there from the Bruins. They created themselves a number of opportunities in front of the net. And just a little bit of puck luck for them, and they'll have a couple sneaking in. Holland did let some rebounds go, which were prime opportunities. Just no Bruins there to capitalise on it, but that'll change.
So there's Alex Rose twisting and turning in his own corner. Gets it up, but pass just cut her, and that's going to go down for ice. But no, Carpenter will get there before it crossed the line, so no icing. Carpenter, oh, nice little spin deke. Gets it back to his partner in Leo. Leo up to Burke. Burke over the blue line. Go down to the half wall, gets that back to Corunna, who gets it back down to Burke. Burke cuts in front. Nice little save there by McKenzie. And there's Corunna in the corner. Nice little pressure here by the Dogs, and who else but the big line of Verjasov, Burke, and Corunna.
Erzin cuts in there now. Oh, comes back to Verjasov. Verjasov looks to pass across to Corunna. But the Bruins have done well here. Nice little pass, stretch pass out to Pansino. He steps in, takes a shot on Holland, but takes the angle. And
Holland's going to stop them every day.
It's not often he'll let those in, that's for sure.
But we are seeing some good attacking moves from the Bruins. They're just not able to kind of finish them off at the moment. They're perhaps shooting from bad angles, but they are getting the occasional rebound. If they can get someone into that slot quickly, they're in with a chance of capitalising on the rebounds.
It's a much improved Bruins team from round one, and they're missing some of their power players, their top 2 or 3. And as we see, Dylan Morris split the gap and comes through to score for the Dogs. And that was a very nice move indeed by Dylan Morris.
It almost seems that every time we say something nice about the Bruins,
yeah,
the Dogs put a goal in the net.
Well,
I think we should just be quiet.
Stop doing that.
I think Dylan Morris just able to break in with speed, and it just looked like Brian McKenzie was a little deep in his net. But you know what? Great shot, great goal, and we're up to 4. 4-0 for the Dogs here in the Bruins with 3 minutes left in the second period. So here we are with Bennett, getting it deep, but kicked out there by the Bruins. Nice little body laid on, and Erzin on chase. Oh, able to get it off Robinson, but not enough. That gets back there to young Maxim, who's going to feed it over there to Isaac Norris. And here's Alex Rose deep in the corner, cuts back, has a look, but he's got 2 on him. He's just going to feed it down low to Erzin. He's going to get into the corner, and Maxim's going to have to cut back, but he's able to pick that up on the blue line. Cuts that down there for Isaac Norris. Norris moving it, young Maxim, just not able to get it, and that's going to come back out to Alex Rose. He'll just fire it down, and
it'll be done there for a deliberate offside.
And it'll go all the way back down to the right-hand side of Brian McKenzie.
So if you're not quite sure why that penalty was called, when a player's offside, you're allowed to dump the puck back into the offensive zone to buy your players time to get out, but you're not allowed to shoot on the net. And because that was taken straight at the goalie saves it. That means you get an instant face-off at the other end.
All right, so let's see if the Dogs can make something of this one. The Bruins bringing the puck out. Well played with a bit of a tic-tac. And over to Nickerton. Nickerton tries to swing it back into Brenner. Brenner shows a little shot out of the air, but that doesn't make contact. And we got Tommy Powell. Sorry, Tommy Powell just doesn't quite get a handle on it. Ting throws it down to behind the net. Kevin Peng beats Ruddle to the puck, but now Ruddle, always tenacious in the corners. Puck pops out. Jacob Laver looks for a chip over the top, but well cut off by Carpenter. And he throws it back in again. Matchin goes back to pick the puck up. Looks up the middle, dangerous, but misses everything. And there will be an icing on the Bruins.
So we're down to the final minute of the second period. Dogs up 4-0, out shooting the Bruins 18-4.
14,
sorry.
We've got one or two more on than that.
That's certainly...
Goalies manipulating ratios. That would never happen.
It's got a couple of... the score doesn't say 4... the score says 4-0. The game doesn't say 4-0 to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we had that one own goal by Peng. So you take that back off, it's 3. And a few of the Dogs' goals have kind of been against the run of play where the Bruins have had some good pressure. So here's Damian Holland coming out, and he's going to let that go around into the corner. But there's Bremner picking it up in front of Laver. It's a Powell. He's got down. Oh, but a great little stick lift by Corona just so that Laver couldn't able to get a shot on.
This is where the Dogs are dangerous. They've got that
10
fast
seconds.
counter-attack.
Here they go. Corona, Vajasov, Burke. They're all in amongst it. Burke with a spin-around shot, saved by McKenzie. And that is the end of the second period. And we'll be back after the ice cut for the third and final period of Game 2.
I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. Woo! I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Ready to go, time is a goal. It's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top. I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. Woo! I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Ready to go, time is a goal. It's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top.
Hockey is made of many things. Of early morning practices and cold rinks. Sticks and skates. Fresh sheets of ice and scuffed boards. Of grit and guts. Passion and power. performance, and precision. It's made of crushing physicality and split-second agility. Of generation after generation of lacing up, raising the cup, and not once giving up. We've always been, and always will be, true to this game. And this game doesn't demand much, just everything you've got. CCM.
I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. Woo! I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go. Time is a goal, it's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal, I'm turning the top.
Nico, good try. Riley! Good try.
script. Yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go. Time is a goal. It's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top.
Hockey is made of many things. Of early morning practices and cold rinks. Sticks and skates. Fresh sheets of ice and scuffed boards. Of grit and guts. Passion and power. Performance and precision. It's made of crushing physicality and split-second agility. Of generation after generation of lacing up, raising the cup, and not once giving up. We've always been, and always will be, true to this game. And this game doesn't demand much, just everything you've got. CCM.
Welcome back to period 3 for the second game of round 4 at iceHQ in Melbourne for the Pro Hockey League. The Dogs holding a 4-0 lead at the moment. Bruins playing a far better game of hockey than they did round 1, where the Dogs were very dominant, got a lot of backdoor goal, a lot of stretch pass goals, and they've certainly closed that up. They learnt from it. There's only been one in this game. They've had one own goal. And let's see if the Bruins can get themselves back into the game with a couple of goals. But the Dogs starting off through Burke with a pass to Vajasov. Didn't quite get a shot away, but Burke takes it behind the net. Steps out through the hash marks. Oh, throws it back door to Vajasov, but goes through his feet. Trevor Leo pinches in. And a big hit on Trevor Leo. And
referee's arm is up for a penalty on that one.
Was by, I think that might have been by Pansino. A little bit of extra.
Looks like Cutter.
Todd Cutter. So,
yeah. Another opportunity to exercise the proficiency of their penalty kill. See if they can stop the Dogs. So far, neither Burke nor Vajasov with a goal. They'd be looking forward to getting some of them. I think they'll look at this as their opportunity to try and get a puck in the net.
I think Toddy's got the 2 and the 10. I didn't quite see the hit at its moment, but it's been called a 2 and a 10 for boarding. So Toddy will be having a bit of a 12-minute break.
Yeah, and Matt Nikitin will come over and sit the 2-minute penalty. So here's Corona with the face-off win, and that's going to go all the way out. So Burke's picking it up in the neutral zone, but a nice little pressure there by Jeff Klink, who breaks in. The shot, but what a save by Damian Holland. That was just Jamie Burke's stick that seemed to just hold up Klinky a little bit, and he wasn't able to get control for probably the shot that he wanted. So Corona's going to get that back to Robinson. Robinson's going to get that back over to Corona. So Mac over to Jamie, who takes a shot, and that rings it off the outside of the post. Jamie Burke will get that back to Robinson. Robinson in. Little deflection for Vajasov missed, but Matt Corona will get that deep into the left corner. So Matt Corona cuts out to the slot with the shot, but wide, and that'll go out to the right side of the attacking zone of the Dogs. And Jamie Burke will go all the way down to his own end and pick that up and look to reset here for the Dogs. So here's Burke into the neutral zone, looks across over to Verjasov. Verjasov takes it over to the half wall, cuts back. Robinson's looking, creeping down. Verjasov over to Burke. Burke with the shot, but a great save gobbled up by Brian McKenzie.
Bruins again just showing us that very composed penalty kill. They're just maintaining that pattern. Sometimes it's said that a witch's hat can defend very well and get in a penalty. And I'm not suggesting that the Bruins are witches' hats, but they're doing a really good job of holding position and not getting flustered by the movement of the Dogs.
So Robinson will stay out here for the second PP as well for the Dogs.
So thrown in deep by Bennett and comes back out to Robinson. Robinson, a little sort of flick forward of the net, sent away by McKenzie. Ruddle got the puck against the boards. The Bruins just holding him out. Troy Robinson with a shot down low, comes back out again. He just crosses over, gets a pass across to Ruddle, but that misses you wide. Meets Rose on the boards with a nice hit, and now that's the end of the 2 minutes for Todd Cutter, but he'll stay in the box as the Bruins go back to full strength. So Astiev comes out, tries to put a bit of pressure on. Bennett throws across the middle, folds around at McKenzie's feet, but the puck eventually cleared out. Laver then throws the puck down the rink, and it is called clear. And it is Tommy Powell who steps onto the puck, looks into the middle. Nice little pass, but Ruddle just on the spot there with, I think that looked like Laver who was coming in. And the calmness of Robinson brings the puck around behind the net. Little bounce pass off the wall, mishandled by Bruins, allows Ting to step over the middle line, looks over. Oh, great work by Kevin Peng. Swipes the puck away from Mikey Ting, comes back to Ruddle. Ruddle now looking over to Koenig. Koenig gets it past to Ruddle. Ruddle back drop, nice little drop to Koenig. Koenig looks to step into the hash marks, gets a shot. Oh, pops up in the air. Kevin Peng takes a hold of it. No, sorry, Andrew Erzen takes a hold of it over to Laver. Laver, long shot on Holland. Holland will take those all night.
Yeah, that's a great little passage of play there for the Dogs. That one there just saved by McKenzie onto the post and out, and the Bruins were able to take that down the other way and get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the attacking zone. So here over the boards is Powell, the captain for the Bruins, who will be facing off there against Dylan Morris. Morris with the win, but able to be picked up by the Bruins. Down into the corner. Tommy Powell out in front to young Maxim. Maxim back in the corner, behind the net to Powell. That's Jeff Klink there battling Trevor Leo. The Dogs will pick that up in the half wall in their own zone and take that into the neutral zone through Morris.
Well, nice little guide off there by Pensino onto Dylan Morris and put him into the boards. It was a nice hit as the Bruins now fighting down into the corner, try and get that puck out of the area. Dylan Morris flicks it out. Looks like Alex Rose might have caught one a bit high. That's been missed. Corey Stringer, pass over to Schumer. Schumer's got a bit of space. Astiev comes in and just puts a bit of pressure on him. Nice little pass out. Dylan Morris puts a puck wide. Jack Carpenter steps in. Matchin, they both meet. And then goes in behind the net again. Jack Carpenter onto it. Tries to get it back out to in the middle to Ryan Bennett. And he keeps control of the puck with his feet. It's very well done. Matchin comes in, lays a nice hit on Bennett as he tries to get it out to Morris, but misses, comes out of the area. Troy Robinson now steps up, steps over the blue line, shot on McKenzie, and that just gets swallowed up into his brand new Brian's goalie gear. So just wonder whether he went for the Brian's gear just to match his name.
I had a little laugh with him about that one. After last week, I said, Brian, the new Brian's, eh?
So we've got the Dogs A-line on at the moment. They'll be looking to put some goals, and they haven't actually scored too many this line. Not this game. They certainly haven't had it all their own way.
No, the Bruins have shut them down well, and here they go again, though. So Nikkinen out to Laver. Laver just loses the handle on the puck there. Troy Robinson brings it out over to Vajasov. Vajasov, a little source pass to Karana. Too much in front of him. Matchin, he plays that back out to Laver. Laver throws it in, and Holland goes in behind the net, settles the puck for Troy Robinson, and well done by by the Bruins. Laver gets a shot on. That's out. It deflects, goes out wide. Vajasov takes possession over to Karana. Karana chips over into the corner where Burke will go in with Astafiev. He might get a little meat here. No, nice little move by Maxime as he comes out from behind the net. And the Dogs now take possession through Vajasov again. So Bennett's sort of pushing forward here. The Vajasov going off for a bit of a skate around the behind the net, and looking for someone to thread the puck to, but he's not getting much help. Kevin Peng trying to track Vajasov. Not an easy task. He still can't get the puck off him. Vajasov just having his own way at the moment, as now Jamie Burke has a bit of a go. So he tries to chip it in, but Laver cuts it off, and now the Bruins are off with a 2-on-2. So Laver over to the board. Nice hit by Burke against Laver on the boards. And now Bennett gets it out, but he gives it up to Jono Bremner. Jono Bremner puts it wide, and the Dogs are going to settle with a little chip out, but not enough. It comes back into the slot. Shot by Laver. Again, blocked. Bennett, they're just trying to get the puck out here, and the Bruins are doing a great job holding it in. But now I think they'll get a little bit of space where Carpenter goes behind the net, tries to skate it out. A little backhand pass. He brings it out where Machen chops it off over to Erzin. Erzin throws it down to Holland, and he'll just give it a little rest so the boys can take a breath.
I've got to say, Ross, I think that's one of the best passages of play we've seen from the Bruins throughout their entire time. They did a superb job of shutting down Vajasov. That young Russian Maxim Astafiev, he's a real win. He's a real find. They picked him up in the draw, and he's making an enormous difference in the defensive play of the Bruins. They need to get some goals, of course, but what a great shutdown and turned into some good attacking opportunities.
They've had some chances. You know, Bremner had a shot in right in front that just couldn't quite. And here we go again. Ting from Robinson out wide, cuts back in. Nice pass across to Bennett. Robinson. Robinson gets a shot on, but it's wide. Ting meets the puck. Little fight on the boards, but now the Dogs just lose the puck outside the zone as it clears back out. And now the Bruins chip it in by Jeff Klink. So they'll get a line change while the Dogs through Carpenter. Looks for a pass out to Ting, just a little bit long on Mikey Ting. Tommy Powell takes the puck, comes through the middle over to Kevin Peng. Kevin Peng just loses an edge there, and Alex Koenig jumps on it. Corey Stringer chips it forward, and now Maxime Astafiev over to Jono Bremner. Dylan Morris back the other way. We've got a bit of back and front. Dylan Morris takes the puck, chips over to Schumer. Schumer goes in behind the net. Bruins through Bremner. Gets a little bump from Corey Stringer. Bremner, little reverse hit on Dylan Morris. And Astafiev just gets caught up in his own feet. They're trying to get the puck out, the Bruins, but they just can't get it out at the moment. Tommy Powell, the skipper, he'll settle things down, look for something to go back to, as he does, to Astafiev. Astafiev, great little stretch pass out to Bremner. No, sorry, Pansino. Great hit by, that's Dylan Morris with a couple of...
Morris reminding the Bruins that you're not getting past me in that little corner.
So over to Carpenter. Carpenter takes a look and gets it into the skates of Stringer, who chips over the puck. And here's Astafiev able to bring it into the offensive zone for the Bruins. Cuts back and dumps that into the corner, where
now they need to be careful. They don't want to overexpose themselves now. They've got the Berkey circling around. That's when the Bruins have to be particularly alert. As soon as he jumps on the ice and Vajasov, they've got to really make sure those two defensive players are watching that flow and ready to shut it down, because they will open you up if they can.
So they've had a few shots on Bruins. They've been active. It's certainly been their best period of hockey so far from what we've seen of them. And again, I'll repeat that they're missing some key players. So I think they're on the up when it comes to to the rest of this season. And a bit of a bobbly puck there for Holland that made look a little more difficult than perhaps should have. But,
yeah. I think he was in half a mind to maybe play it, and then just thought, nope, I'm going to cover it up and take a face-off.
So the defensive play we've seen from the Bruins has been outstanding. They just haven't been able to get anything past the Dogs' defence.
Oh,
Ooh, that was
Nearly there.
yeah, and Troy Robinson just let him know, yeah, I lifted your stick.
So Matchin tried to squeeze past Burke. That wasn't going to happen. Rose with a shot from out wide. Good save by Holland, and another wide shot. But here we go. Vajasov on the stretch. Nearly he's going back for Erzin here. Vajasov and Erzin. Vajasov was not happy with Erzin's little drive by, and he. I think Vajasov. I think they're both gonna have a little sit. But Vajasov he was not happy at all with Andrew Erzin there.
A little bit of frustration, possibly. You wouldn't think that the Dogs would be a bit frustrated throughout this game, but Burke and Vajasov haven't had it all their own way this time, and they're used to it. They might be just getting a little bit frustrated that they haven't got as many goals as they were expecting.
So we'll wait for
4
the
minutes
call.
to go.
Wait for the call on the penalties. I'm not sure whether maybe one of the linesmen let Buddy know what happened initially, and then he got Vajasov on the second one. So we'll,
plenty of space now, 4-on-4, and here's Machin curling out in his own zone, takes him to the corner.
This is where the Dogs will be particularly dangerous with a 4-on-4.
Just stiff arms Mikey Ting out of the way. That was a great play by Machin. But here comes the Dogs, only as far as Powell. Will break it in. He's got a great save again into the chest of Damian Holland, who's lights out again tonight, Carl.
Yeah, he's been a brick wall so far. So, goalie's delight and a forward's nightmare. It's like, oh, come on, you've got to let one of these shots go in. Some of them have been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 19 saves so far, and haven't let one in. We don't dare say the dreaded S word in the broadcast, but he'd be hoping for one of those with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third period.
Is that something like a closeout?
Yeah, it's the dreaded jinx. You're only allowed to say it at the end of the game.
Yeah, but 4-on-4 now. Still 4-on-4 on my mistake, which you'd think would play into the Dogs' favour. Just that extra speed, but Bruins have been a new team tonight.
Oh, great pass over to Laver by young Maxim Eseviv. So here's Laver trying to get past Leo, cuts back, curls it again. He's being pinched onto the boards by Leo, and Leo gets some support by his partner in Carpenter, but so is Bremner. Bremner takes it behind, curls, plenty of Bruins in front. This is going to cut out to Rose, who'll take a shot. Oh, and a save by Holland and deflected out of play.
Some really good sustained pressure there. I'm really impressed by Maxim's play. He's been a real find.
Yeah,
he's making a big difference to this team.
He was one that slipped in the draft. He hadn't been here for long. No one had seen a lot of him, if anything. So I don't think any of the captains or the coaches in the draft knew Maxim his talent. So
I think they know about it now.
He was a bit of hot property in the second draft.
Yep, he's doing very, very well indeed. Good physical presence and great skill.
I've definitely seen him around the rinks, and I've had the joy of him scoring on me before a couple times. So,
all right, so here's Pansino bringing the puck out from behind the net. Bruins looking to at least get a goal on the in the last couple of minutes, but Damian Holland just covers that one up.
Really good vision there on that pass to get through. There was a wall of three Dogs, and Bruins managed to kind of slip it out and keep the attack going. It was a really nice vision.
If you look at the shots on the goal, so 22 apiece. It doesn't tell the story of the quality of the shots that have come on each goalie, but Damian Holland has certainly been strong in net as Machin races back with Corey Stringer right on his heels. As Corey Stringer putting pressure on Machin. He's got a big reach, but Machin turns it around to Klink, but Corey Stringer gets it back, and keeping it in the offensive zone for the Dogs here. Stringer flicks it out. Pansino gets pickpocketed by Robertson. He throws it wide. Cutter. Bit of pressure on Schumer, and that's going to be an icing call on the Bruins. So they'll have to keep their 5 on the rink that they have now. And we don't have any stop time for this one because we are 4-0 in favour of the Dogs. So they'll be happy enough just to roll the clock down.
And with 40,
I don't know, I reckon Jamie Burke would want to get a goal.
yeah, I was going to say
He's
with
pretty
45
hungry.
seconds left, they throw over their big line. So as you said, Carl, haven't really been.
Hey,
There you go.
Macarena.
And that was it. That was
Yep.
the one he wanted.
Exactly, just the way we started. Another goal for Matt Corona, who started the scoring off tonight as well, with assists from, similarly, Vertasov and Burke.
Corona's first goal was assisted by Burke and Damien Holland. So
Yeah.
Damien Holland got the assist on his first goal way back in the first period.
Yeah. But I think
It's not often goalies get assists.
I think Burke might have got a tickle on this one for an assist. But yes, he did. So
5 seconds to go. They won't even worry about the face-off. That'll wind this one up. That was a fantastic game, though. The scoreboard doesn't represent it. But the thing about playing against the Dogs is that although the game looks very even, whenever there's any fractured play, they take great advantage of it, and that's where they get their goals. That's where they're so dangerous.
Yeah.
So although by watching it, you wouldn't be able to tell the scoreline, they are so good at capitalising on those little one-on-one battles that go the wrong way or sneaking out behind the D, and that's something that whenever you play against them, you have to be so vigilant, because every time you make even the smallest mistake, they are just going to capitalise on it.
Well, Carl, we'll be back here next week with the Bruins taking on the much improved Snipers.
Yep, that'll be a
And,
good one.
The Inferno will hope to heat up against the Dogs.
Yep, absolutely. So it's been a great evening's entertainment. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Ross.
And have a great evening to everyone and a lovely weekend.